Today we will be talking about the match between the RCB versus Punjab Kings, and RCB becomes the first ever team to qualify for the playoffs that we see. In the 2010 era, we got Chennai Super Kings who were qualifying that we see, but now we got in the 20s era we got RCB's era, who are starting to qualify that we see and are playing so good IPL that we see. RCB has been that team who has been playing under the coach of Andy Flower. Andy Flower has been that coach who has been that coach who took Lucknow Super Giants 2 times and RCB 3 times and won as a RCB coach that we see. Dinesh Karthik also is the man who has transformed that RCB team very well, and Mo Bobat, the technical director of cricket of RCB, who has been that coach who's been performing very well. And RCB has been that team. In 2020 they qualified for the playoffs, 2021 they qualified, 2022 also they qualified, 2023 they did not qualify, 24 they qualified, 25 they qualified, and 2026 will RCB come for another trophy this year that we see. RCB has been that team which has been playing such good cricket in the IPL that we see. They have been that team who has been performing well under Rajat Patidar's captaincy. Under others' captaincy that we see, if it was under the captaincy of Virat Kohli, it would have been failed that we see. But under the captaincy of Rajat Patidar, RCB has been that team which has carried that team for a very long time that we see. And Rajat Patidar as a captain has been a very good innings that he has played. Either it be without their players, either it be with Phil Salt, either it be without Yash Dayal, either it be without Patidar not playing one game. RCB has been playing so good cricket and has been playing such a good cricket team. That team has transformed to a very well that we see such good old days that we see. RCB in the 2010 era was sinking, but now in the 2020s era, RCB is going so up and up that we see. They have been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. That RCB team was such a good team in the IPL that we see. They have been playing so good cricket in the IPL that we see. That is the RCB team. They have been that team who have been playing so well and so good cricket in the IPL that we see. And RCB became the first team to qualify for the playoffs this year, and I think they will be in the qualifier one for sure. And they have been that team who have been playing such good cricket in the IPL that we see. The RCB team has been playing so well. They have been playing such good cricket in the IPL that we see, and they have been playing so good. They have been playing such good matches in the IPL that we see. That is the RCB team. And RCB in the last 2 seasons, we see that RCB team has been playing so good that we see picked up Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. I think Bhuvaneshwar Kumar is the main reason why RCB has been the big thing. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar has been that player who has been playing for such a long time in the IPL and has been the purple cap and the most valuable player in the leading that we see. And Bhuvaneshwar Kumar has been that player who has been playing so good and so well in the IPL, and he's been a player who has been playing such a good player in the IPL that we see. That is Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Then we talk about RCB's batting. We talk about Jacob Bethel. Jacob Bethel scored runs that we see, 11 of 7 that we see. But Jacob Bethel scoring runs as a batter has not been doing very well as a batter. But the whole batting is been carried by the king Virat Kohli that we see. Virat Kohli has been that player who has been in consistent form in the IPL and has been having such a good players in the IPL that we see. Virat Kohli has been that player who has been having a greatest ever IPL season in the last 2-3 years that we see. Virat Kohli has been playing such good cricket in the IPL. He's been that player who has been transforming very well in this year that we see. And Virat Kohli has been that player who has been playing such a good IPL that we see. He's been scoring those runs in the IPL that we see. And Virat Kohli getting a 50 is pakka that we see. He's been that player who has been scoring those massive runs in the IPL that we see. That is Virat Kohli has been a player who can score good runs in the IPL and can smash huge number of sixes in the IPL that we see. That is Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli has been a very good player in the IPL. He's a player who can score such good runs in the IPL and can play a very good knock in the IPL that we see. That is Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli can be a very good player in the IPL and can play such good cricket in the IPL that we see. That is Virat Kohli. He's been a player who can score good runs, who can perform well in the batting and can score good runs in the power play and in the middle overs as well, and can have a very good strike rate that we see, that is Virat Kohli. Then we talk about Devdutt Padikkal. Devdutt Padikkal performing well for RCB has been the major reason that we see. Devdutt Padikkal performing for other teams has not been the main reason. For RR and LSG he did not perform very well, but performing for RCB, Devdutt Padikkal has been that player who has been playing such good cricket in the IPL. He's been a player who can play very well in the IPL, but he can be that player who can score good runs in the IPL. We see that is Devdutt Padikkal. Padikkal can be that player who can play so good and so well in the IPL because he can play such good cricket in the IPL. We see that is Devdutt Padikkal can be a player who can perform very well in the IPL. We see that is Devdutt Padikkal can be that player who can play so good and so well in the IPL, and a player who can be so good in the IPL, that is Devdutt Padikkal. Padikkal also performing very well. Padikkal scoring 10 runs or something that we see in, he scores very good boundaries that we see, that is Devdutt Padikkal. Even in the power play or in the middle overs, Devdutt Padikkal performs very well in the power play or in the middle overs as well that we see. He's been that player who has been playing so good in the IPL that we see, that is Devdutt Padikkal, and he's been that player who has been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. But we talk about the man of the moment that we see, that is Venkatesh Iyer. Venkatesh Iyer not performing well for KKR, benched in the first half of IPL 2026, but now performing well as an impact player, performed well as an impact player, performed well as the replacement of Patidar that we see. Rajat Patidar got injured, but Venkatesh Iyer started to smash those boundaries that we see. And Venkatesh Iyer has been that player who has been playing so well that we see. Venkatesh Iyer has been a very good player who has been smashing those sixes very well that we see. He's been that player who has been scoring those good runs in the IPL that we see. And Venkatesh Iyer has been a massive player who has been playing so good that we see. Venkatesh Iyer performing well for 7 crores that we see. He's been that player who has been playing so good and so well that we see. He's a player who can smash huge number of runs in the IPL that we see, that is Venkatesh Iyer. Can be that player who can play so good and so well in the IPL, that is Venkatesh Iyer. Venkatesh Iyer can be a very good player in the IPL, but he is a player who can play a good run in the IPL that we see. He is a player who can score good amount of runs in the IPL and can take that team to a very high total. Venkatesh Iyer in the death overs was so good and so well played. He played that shot very well that we see, because Venkatesh Iyer can be that player who can play so good that we see. He scored 73 of 40 runs, smashed 8 fours and 4 sixes that we see, because Venkatesh Iyer has been that player who has been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. He's a player who plays very well in the IPL that we see, that is Venkatesh Iyer. And then we talk about Tim David. Tim David has been that player who has also been good in the death overs that we see. He's been that player who has been smashing huge amount of runs in the IPL that we see, that is Tim David. Tim David has been that player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL that we see, that is Tim David has been a very good player in the IPL and a player who can score good amount of runs in the IPL that we see, that is Tim David has been a very good player in the IPL that we see. A player who can play so good run in the IPL, that is Tim David, can be a player who can score a good amount of runs in the IPL that we see, that is Tim David. And Tim David in the death overs has been a good support and a good cameo by Tim David that we see. He's been a player who has been smashing a huge number of runs in the IPL that we see, that is Tim David has been that player who has been scoring those good runs in the IPL that we see. He's a player who can play so good and so well in the IPL that we see, that is Tim David. And then we talk about Punjab Kings bowling. Punjab Kings bowling that we see, Harpreet Brar taking those 2 wickets in the power play that we see, and has been that player who has been performing very well that we see, that is Harpreet Brar took 2 wickets that we see. He's been that player who has been taking 2 wickets in the power play that we see. And Yuzvendra Chahal also took 1 wicket. Arshdeep Singh has also taken 1 wicket that we see, but only Harpreet Brar was the star player who took 2 wickets for the Punjab Kings that we see. And then we come to Punjab Kings batting that we see. Punjab Kings openers failed to provide that we see, but both the Punjab Kings openers have failed to provide. That is Priyansh Arya and Prabhsimran Singh that we see have not performed very well, but those Punjab Kings openers wickets were taken by Bhuvaneshwar Kumar from the RCB that we see. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar has been that player who has been taking those quick wickets in that game in the power play. Bhuvi in the power play has a very good economy that we see. He's been that prime player and a prime player who has been a big swing king in the IPL that we see in 2020. In 2016, we were cheering for Bhuvaneshwar Kumar for Sunrisers Hyderabad. He used to bowl those length balls very well that we see. He was good in the power play that we see, that is Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. And I think in 2016 SRH won because of Bhuvaneshwar Kumar's bowling that we see. SRH won this season because of Bhuvaneshwar Kumar's bowling that we see. In even RCB's bowler that we see, that is Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, has been bowling those length balls very well and has been doing very well in the power play that we see, that is Bhuvaneshwar Kumar has been that player who bowls a swing very well that we see, who bowls Yorkers and full tosses very well that we see. He's been that player who has been bowling very well that we see for Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Even in the ODI and the T20, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar is needed. I think in the World Cup they should take Bhuvaneshwar Kumar and they should give him a chance, because I think Bhuvaneshwar Kumar deserves a spot for the 2027 ODI World Cup that we see. He can be that player who can perform very well in the IPL that we see, that is Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. And then we talk about Cooper Connolly. Cooper Connolly has been that player who has been scoring those good runs in the IPL that we see. Cooper Connolly has been that player who has been playing so good and so well in the IPL, and he's a player who can perform very well in the IPL that we see, that is Cooper Connolly has been that player who has been playing so good and so well and has been taking that team to a higher level that we see, but he failed. Shreyas Iyer has also failed and has not been performing very well in the IPL, but Shreyas Iyer as a captain got Punjab Kings 6 losses in a row that we see. It is too tough for Shreyas Iyer that we see. He has been that player who has been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see, that is Shreyas Iyer has been that player who is not been performing very well in the IPL, but in the first half he had taken that team to a very high level, but in the second half he has not taken that team to a higher level. But Shreyas Iyer has been that player who has been the player who has not been playing very well in the IPL that we see, that is Shreyas Iyer. Suryansh Shedge has been that player who has been performing very well for Punjab Kings that we see. Even in my recent videos I was talking about Suryansh Shedge. He's been that player who has been performing very well in the IPL that we see, and a player who can play so good in the IPL that we see, that is Suryansh Shedge has been the player who can perform very well in the IPL that we see, a player who can score good amount of runs in the IPL that we see, that is Suryansh Shedge. And then we talk about Marcus Stoinis. Marcus Stoinis as an impact player has been doing very well that we see. He's been that player who has been scoring good amount of runs in the IPL that we see, that is Marcus Stoinis. And Marcus Stoinis has been that player who has been playing so good and so well in the IPL, a player who can play too good in the IPL that we see, that is Marcus Stoinis has been the player who has been playing so good that we see, a player who can score a good amount of runs in the IPL and a good all-rounder that we see, that is Marcus Stoinis. And then we talk about Shashank Singh. Shashank Singh was the lone warrior who handled Punjab Kings that we see, but he has been that player who scored a 50 run that we see, scored a good 50 that we see, that is Shashank Singh has been that only player who has been taking Punjab Kings to a higher level of batting in this game that we see, that is Shashank Singh has been that player who has been doing very well that we see, and he's been that player who has been playing so good and so well in the IPL, that is Shashank Singh. And Shashank Singh has been that player who has been performing really good in the IPL. He's a player who performs so good and so well in the IPL that we see, that is Shashank Singh. And Azmatullah Omarzai has been that player who has been a good bowler also and a good batter also, even after coming. Even in the last game, Azmatullah Omarzai was the hero of that match that we see. Even in the losing cause, he's been that player who has been doing so well that we see, that is Azmatullah Omarzai has been that player who has been doing so well and so well as an all-rounder that we see. Harpreet Brar has also been that player who has been a very good player in the IPL that we see, that is Harpreet Brar, has been a player who's been scoring so good runs that we see. But also now we talk about Harpreet Brar was also good in the bowling that we see. But then we talk about RCB's bowling that we talk about. RCB's bowling that we talk about is Rafiq Salam. Rafiq Salam in the last over was so good and he's so well bowled that we see. He's been that player who has been playing so good and so well that we see. That is Rafiq Salam has been that player. Even as an impact player, he bowled that last over very well. He defended that last over very well. Rafiq Salam has been that player who has also won it in the batting for the winning runs for the batting team, and also defended the bowling in the last game that we see. He has been that player who has been doing so good and so well that we see. That is Rafiq Salam has been that player who has been playing so good and so well, and has been defending that bowling very well that we see, and has been playing so good that we see. That is Rafiq Salam. And then we talk about Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Bhuvneshwar Kumar is the prime swing king and one of the purple cap winner, and also the most valuable player of this season that we see. And Bhuvneshwar Kumar has been that player who has been bowling very well, who has been bowling those swings very well that we see. He has been that player who has been doing so well in the IPL that we see. That is Bhuvneshwar Kumar has been that player who has been doing a very good bowling in the IPL that we see, and has been that most valuable player in this year's IPL that we see. That is Bhuvneshwar Kumar. He's been bowling those quick wickets, and he's been taking those quick wickets in the IPL. He's been taking those quick wickets in the power play that we see. That is Bhuvneshwar Kumar has been that player who has been bowling very well that we see. Josh Hazelwood has been that player who's been bowling so good that we see. He's been a player who has been bowling very well that we see. That is Josh Hazelwood. And then we talk about Suyash Sharma. Suyash Sharma, even after having an expensive over, he has taken one wicket that we see. Romario Shepherd, even after bowling one over also, he has also taken one wicket that we see. Because this year RCB's bowling has been having the most ever wickets that we see, and RCB is the most experienced team ever that we see. And also they have not made a single mistake of bringing Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Bhuvneshwar Kumar has been that player who's been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. He's a player who can play a very good knock in the IPL that we see, and has played such good runs in the IPL that we see, such good wickets here. He has been taking those quick wickets in the IPL that we see. That is Bhuvneshwar Kumar, and he has been a player who has been so good in the IPL, even after having so good experiences for Sunrisers Hyderabad, even after not getting chances in Sunrisers Hyderabad in 2023 to 2024. Bhuvneshwar Kumar in RCB was a major swing king for that team that we see, and has taken the most wickets this year in IPL that we see. That is Bhuvneshwar Kumar that we see. And that's all for today, and make sure you like, share and subscribe for more content and for more videos and all. Thank you.